Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Montesquieu and I'm from class 3C. In this video, I want to explain about trias politica. Why I want to explain about trias politica? Because recently, the people were shocked by the decisions of the House of Representatives regarding passing the omnibus law. So the omnibus law just give an advantage for entrepreneur, but give disadvantage for neighbors. Many people, especially laborers, make a demonstration to express their rejections to this law. As we know that Indonesia is one of the country with the democratic system. So in democratic system, you can find that the powers in this country divided into three branches. There are executive, legislative, and the last one is judicial. So the name of these branches is called trias politica. What is definition of trias politica? Next, as you can see that in my PowerPoint, the definition of trias politica is the separation of powers to make independent powers and responsibilities so that the powers of one branch are not in conflict. Trias politica is developed by the French Enlightenment philosopher. He is Charles de Montesquieu, and from English philosopher, he is John Locke. Trias politica is published in his book, in Montesquieu book, with the title is de l'esprit de loi in French language title. In English titles, the title is The Spirit of the Law, published in 1748. So trias politica is a substantial impact to the American Constitution in 1789 and on French Revolution in 1791 and on political philosophy in many European nations. Trias politica is one of the two pillars in the modern state. There's no specific about trias politica, but trias politica is reflected to the role of law. Types of diffusion of trias politica. You can see that there are three branches of trias politica. There are executive. Executive consists of president, vice president, and the last one is ministers. So executive, the function of executive is implements the laws. Second is legislative. Legislative consists of 500 people. House of Representatives consists 500 people. Legislative consists in Indonesia, you can call it MPR, DPR, DPD, and DPRD. Legislative function makes the laws. The last one is judiciary. Judiciary function interprets the laws and decides legal controversies. Judiciary consists Constitution Court, Judicial Commission, and the last one is High Court, Supreme Court. Sorry. So, for example, judiciary or judicial. When someone requests a trial, you can bring it to the district court. But if someone unsatisfied with the result, you can bring it to the high court. And again, if someone not satisfied with the results, you can bring it to the Supreme Court, which is based in Jakarta. So the phases of justice is first district court, second is high court, the third is Supreme Court, and the last one is final appeal. Next is figures of trias politica. His name is John Locke. He was born on 29 August and died in October 1704. He was an English philosopher and physician, one of the most influential Enlightenment thinkers and commonly known as the fathers of liberalism. Locke criticized an absolute power of Stuart kings in his book, Two Treatises on Civil Government. So during the era of Locke's existence, the kings, the kings with the name is Stuart kings, the kings with the government is dictatorship. So he has rights of many things and have their own many things such as farms, land, and then even castles. To avoid the confrontation, John Locke make this philosophy, which is to divided divided powers into three branches. Next is Charles de Montesquieu. Charles de Montesquieu, born on 18 January in 1689 and died in 10 February 1755. He known as a political philosopher in Enlightenment century, and he is the source of the theory separation of powers. Separate the powers of government in three branches that are legislative, executive, and judiciary. He introduced it in his book, The Spirit of Law, in English title in 1748, but in French title is L'Esprit de Loi. So to fight again the monarchy absolute from a King Louis XIV, he decided to make a philosophy of trias politica, because the motto of King Louis is Lietat sias moi, or the country is mine, the country is me. To fight against this motto, Montesquieu Montesquieu created this philosophy with the name is Trias Politica. Next is Trias Politica in Indonesia. In Indonesia, apart from the three branches of powers, Indonesia divides powers again, namely examinative power or state financial examination. In Indonesia, state power is poured at the level of legislation. The 1945 Constitution, or UUD 1945, as a constitution occupies the highest regulation. Laws may not conflict with the 1945 Constitution, or UUD 1945. Thank you for your attention. I hope you enjoy my presentation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.